Welcome back to the program. And Dave, you know that I've been working with Mike Bjorkman, Team Bjorkman at Home Smart Real Estate, and we've had a situation in the last couple of days that I've gotten real fired up about and really want to, Mike, we really need to discuss this because we are doing a disservice to our homeowners out there that are struggling if we don't address a situation as far as when it's time to short sell, when it's time to get that listed and to move forward. And so, Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So a little background on the situation that we're facing right now is that we have a homeowner who has a sale date of his home for this week, for 4 days from now. We're telling him we got to get on this. We got to take care of this. You don't want a foreclosure on your record. Nothing good can come from that.
The home has to sell.
Home is going to sell, and he's insistent that no, I'm working on a loan mod. We've done our due diligence. We know the home's going for sale, and getting it through to people's heads that no, you can't let this happen. You have a team that will help you. It can work. So tell us a little about what's going on here.
First of all, I love this. I love your passion. For the last year, we've been talking about default and saving homes, and now that you're deep into it with me, now you can really understand it, and I appreciate that. I feel like a proud dad. I'm all excited. But
I was. You should have seen me yesterday. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm just driven right now."
Right. So now you see, when I get teary-eyed when I save people's homes all the time, you understand my passion, and you can understand. People are freaked out. So I guess here's the deal. These people are in foreclosure. They have been for a long time. The bank is telling them, look, we're going to possibly get your loan mod through. So somebody who wants to keep their home is desperate, and they'll listen to anybody and anything. Fact of the matter is, the bank has a foreclosure date, and it's going to go to sale. There's no way at this point with the communication. They don't have anything. They don't have any preliminary negotiations for their loan mod. There's no way it's going to go.
So despite the fact that he is saying that he or she is saying, the homeowner, I should say, is saying that they're going through the loan mod, it is not going to happen.
Not in the amount
even
of time.
If it's true.
Not in the amount of time. Yeah, it's one of those things where I've seen so many people lose their homes over the years since 2005, and this is just a typical, another example of what's going on out there. And and Tami's getting to see it firsthand, and she's getting to know the person and know, she wants to help them. And the only option, they got several options. They could do a bankruptcy right now, today or tomorrow. They can call an attorney, probably stop the foreclosure because the bank's doing something illegal, which is called dual tracking. They're telling them they're going to foreclose and do a loan mod at the same time. They can't do that. And the only other option is for us to put it on the market today, sell it tomorrow, and stop the foreclosure the next day. So we're all fired up because we know the right thing to do, and they're just, they're scratching and clawing, listening to some person at the bank that's probably, honestly, just somebody that's probably a processor. Oh yeah, we're working on it, and they don't care. Mm-hmm. All they're concerned about is Memorial Weekend coming up, and they're going to sleep great tonight, and of course the owners are going to lose this big, beautiful home that they have. So, we've I don't want to say we've killed this conversation over and over on the show, but it's still important. Sherry Brown at our office, who's a wonderful agent, by the way, she runs statistics all the time for us. Today, unlike last year, there's only 8% of the market which is short sales. Last year at this time was 36%. And short sales are still a big part. If you think about, 10%, 1 out of every 10 homes is a short sale, it's still a significant market. But what's happening is it's a false market because there's still thousands of NODs out here, and these people don't understand still what to do.
NOD?
Notice of default,
okay.
Or notice of sale when their home's going to go into foreclosure. My theory on this is since the market's picked up so much and most people have made $100,000 in the last 6 to 9 months. So what's happening is people are saying, I'm not hearing about anything anymore. The 2007 Debt Relief Act extended. They were talking about it on the news every day. People were getting help from NACA, HUD counselors, all these things. So now we have this unbelievable pool of people, large pool of people that aren't getting the proper education right now because nobody's talking about it. Now they think, oh, it's over, there's no hope for me. They don't know who to turn to, they don't know who to go to. It's not as talked about as much. So in my estimation and some of the numbers that I was going through this week, there's still about 21% of the people out there that are upside down in a default situation that need help. And, in my whole career since 2005, yeah. I told you to turn your phone off.
His phone's going off.
Always, you know that. Let's just let it go. But that's all I've been doing over the last few years is saving homes, and and now it's still not over. It really isn't, you know.
But there's no reason whatsoever for anyone's home to be foreclosed on.
Correct.
There is no reason for it whatsoever. And the implications on your future for the foreclosure versus a short sell,
Right.
it's huge. And there's no reason at all. And especially when you've got Mike Bjorkman here every week telling you he can help you.
Right.
He can help.
This actually sounds like a tragedy that's unfolding.
It
for this
is.
family.
It is. And you know, and again, I'm so glad she gets to witness this to see what I've been going through. And you know, we're desperately trying to reach out to the person and say, we're going to save you. We're going to save this home. And it's just the way it is. And unfortunately, a lot of the people I've talked to this week say, well, I'll let my home foreclose because I can get my credit cleaned up. Well, you can't. Even if you got it cleaned off your credit, it's still on the government rolls, so it'll come up when you try to buy an FHA home. A lot of people say, oh, great, the bank will give me $3,000 to $5,000 to move once it forecloses and cash for keys. Well, reality is I can get them another 3 to 6 months in the home and up to $30,000 for relocation assistance, and they could buy again after 2 years. So
Did you hear what he just said there?
Say it again.
Say that again, because I want people to be perfectly clear on that, because people don't understand that. People think, no, that's not true. I want you the 3 to 6 months in your home and how much money they could get back from their bank on a short
I'm
sell.
so used to it, it doesn't even affect me anymore.
Right. That's
The big
huge.
four, you know, Wells, Citi, Chase, B of A, most of those banks will give up to $30,000 with our price ranges here in Santa Clarita for relocation assistance. So in essence, what's happening is somebody, if you have $2,000 a month rent, they're paying a year of your rent coming up. You know, you can pay for your moving expenses and get out with a lot of dignity. You know, we put these homes on the market. We don't even put for sale signs up. We use our network of clients and other agents and sphere of influence, past clients, and we sell these homes within seconds just by sending out emails because we have such a large database. So we don't need to embarrass them. I think a foreclosure would be a lot more embarrassing.
Oh, sure.
And the neighbors know. So, you know, and people say, well, how do you know all this about me? Well, it's public record. We subscribe to services that email us every morning and tell us who's going into foreclosure, who's not. It's not a big deal. We're used to this. And you know, as we come out of this market, and you know, I pray to God we do, with the market appreciating, we are actually still able to save people so they can afford to buy a home again before the market goes up too much in the, in the next, you know, 3 to 5 years, if that's, here, don't worry about that.
You're so popular.
Wow.
It's somebody watching the show right now. Help.
Right. What's even worse, I'm really upset right now because I was sitting over there in the audience and I was looking down. I just noticed, because I get up still when it's dark, I put my socks on inside out. So I'm sitting there going, should I do that? Because they're probably going to catch me, turn the camera around on me while I'm changing my sock in the audience.
That would've been
The best
great
part about
television.
this is that no one knew until you brought it up just now.
Well, just in
So thank
case.
you for that. And if you want me to answer your phone again, I will.
No.
I have done that before.
Yes,
no,
you
I have
have.
no problem doing that.
People always say, why is your phone on? Well, because I have so many notes in there. If you guys ask a question, I have notes, statistics, and all
Right.
that.
There you go. Good.
Right.
So I guess the moral of the story is today, you know, 2 things. Number 1, I'm really glad Tami's part of the team now, so she can help. You know, the more people I have on my team helping people save their homes, the better. And it's not, I mean, we're still doing luxury property. We're still doing homes with thousands and thousands of equity. But my passion has been, and now Tami's, saving homes, because these people are losing homes that they shouldn't be.
There's a
And-
word that you use, and I want to point something out, because earlier on you said, you were talking about with this family that is in foreclosure, and you said we want to be able to sell their home. That's something that I found with you, Mike. You don't sell a house. There's a difference between a house and a home.
Right.
A home is where the family lives and thrives. That's what you are about. And that's something that I just want to point that out. You just kind of throw that out, that we're going to be selling their home, but just the semantics of it, it kind of just, no, seriously, it kind of shows how emotionally involved you are with families, that you
absolutely.
understand that it is their home, not just a house or a place where they're in from the weather.
Right.
It is their home, and that's important to you.
No, it is.
And I get that.
And that's why we set up our shop the way we have. You know, at HomeSmart and SCV Leasing, we can help people. Selling their home will be the last option in most cases. At SCV Leasing, we could rent their home out and save their home that way. Or we have in-house loan modifications, so we do free counseling for people. So if they'd like to save their home, we're going to do that first. So, you know, and then we have counseling with our attorneys. We've worked out deals with our CPAs. So we're a one-stop counseling place where you can go get the help that you really need. Most agents are going to come to you and say, hey, we're going to short sell that. Or unfortunately, a lot of agents that haven't been through this market long enough or been through this for the second cycle aren't properly educated to know what could really happen. So somebody watching this program might now say, oh, I know an agent, she works part-time, I'll go talk to her about saving my home. That's the other thing I worry about, because it's taken 23 years to gain this knowledge. And not only that, it's really our contacts within the banks. If I had to right now, I could pick up the phone and call the president of Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
You know, B of A, Chase,
Yeah.
Citi, you know, those types of things. And those are the contacts that we've worked hard. You know, I traveled all last year, spent a lot of time in Dallas and networking with these people, and I consulted for Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae and helped design the HAMP loan modifications and all that. So yeah, I guess until this particular market's over, we're all about saving homes. You know.
We're up against it, but Mike, thank you again for coming out and being with us, sharing all this stuff. You too.
Thank you. I know. I feel like I should be sitting like on
I
the side.
know.
You should be interviewing
I know.
us.
Yeah, exactly. In this
Kind of a
segment.
weird thing.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing a part of your day with us. We hope you have a good rest of your day.